Many people ask, what do I get out of overlanding? What makes it so great that I want to get out in all kinds of weather, meet complete strangers, and head off to remote places where self-reliance is a must and overcoming obstacles is commonplace? It's not easy to explain if these images don't do it for you. You just have to be there, I guess. In this video, I meet up with Johnny Taco Outdoors, 395 Junkie, and Trail Newbie to explore some of California's most iconic locations, including Trona Pinnacles and Death Valley. In my opinion, it doesn't get any better than this. A 6 a.m. departure from the little town of Cool in Northern California put me into the Trona Pinnacles about 3 p.m. I'd seen this area so many times on YouTube, but it was so great to finally see it in person. Although I saw other campers as I drove in, I was surprised how dispersed the camping was here, especially for a 3-day weekend in February. The tufa formations were incredible to see, and the trails I was on were relatively easy to follow. This is BLM land, so wood campfires and drones are allowed. I ended up finding a great spot Trail Newbie had recommended that was very remote with no one else in sight. All right, well, I made it to my destination today, guys. I am in Trona Pinnacles in California. This is just a really unique area. I've never been here, always wanted to come here, seen it so many times on YouTube. And so I am in the Trona Pinnacles today and have a really special trip planned for this weekend. So let me just first show you around a little bit. The campsite is pretty nice. This is near a spot Greg actually had found just over there. Both Greg and Johnny had some waypoints and we were checking those out. I was checking those out today. Greg's spot was just over there. I think this is a little flatter and a little larger for the group we're going to have here. And the group is very special to me. So we're going to have Daniel and Tish, 395 Junkie, here on this trip. We're going to have Greg, Trail Newbie. He's going to be on this trip. And then someone I've never met, Johnny of Johnny Taco Outdoors. Johnny and I have been trying to get together forever. And yeah, we just haven't been able to make it happen until this weekend. So I can't wait to meet Johnny. And I don't know if Johnny's met any of these other people. I don't think so. I know Greg hasn't met Daniel and Tish. So everybody's meeting new people for the first time. Should be a really fun trip. Our goal is to meet here tonight in Trona Pinnacles, and then we're going to head up to Death Valley. And the first night, we're going to try to be up near Ubehebe Crater, which is a really special spot on the northern end of the Death Valley National Park. And then from there, we're going to head south along Racetrack Playa, and that's a famous area where those rocks move through the dirt. Kind of mysterious, but it's really just due to, I think, wind and ice on the playa that moves the rocks along, and they kind of leave a trail behind them. So we're going to hopefully see those. And then the south of the Racetrack Playa is Tea Kettle Junction, which is where I've always wanted to get to. A really special place as well in Death Valley, very famous. And then from there, we really wanted to continue to Lippincott Road and drop into Sailing Valley. That's, I don't think, going to be possible. The Death Valley National Park is showing Sailing Valley Road is closed. I think it's due to South Pass, which is a very high mountain pass, being closed, probably from some recent flash flood events that have been happening. There's a lot of roads closed in Death Valley right now, actually. I'm hoping it's showing this road is open all the way to Tea Kettle. So I'm hoping that's true. But yeah, it should be a really fun trip. Can't wait to get this group together, and I'm really looking forward to it. So stay tuned. I just want to show you real quick inside my Alucab tent, guys. If you haven't seen the video, I have a drop-down table now. It's Alucab design, and it's an add-on. It works on the Gen 3, 3.1, and 3-R tents. All of them can have this table. Floats up against the ceiling here, nice and flat and out of the way. You can put a laptop or an iPad, watch a movie. And then on this back side here, actually, I reach back here with my hands, see if you can see it. And you can lift, have a backrest. So you actually sit back and can watch a movie or work on a laptop. Pretty neat design by Allcab, I have to say. Super simple for the backrest. The backrest is literally just minutes to install. The table was a little more of a challenge, and you can watch the video on the install, but it worked out great, no problems. But yeah, love this design, love this feature, the Alucab. Not only provided for their newest tent, the Gen 3-R, but it works on the 3.1 and Gen 3s as well. Okay, real quick, guys. A piece of gear I brought on this trip was this Allpowers battery. There's a link up above if you want to watch the video on this. This was sent to me by Allpowers. It's their S2000 model. It's a 1500 watt hour battery that I've done a complete review on, including connecting it up to a whole bunch of different appliances to test it out. And if you want to watch that video, there's a link in the description below and a link up above that you can check out. They also sent me these 200 watt solar panels. I just hooked them in real quick to kind of finish off that video to show that they do work. We've got sun behind some clouds today. It's still sort of winter time. It's sun's low in the sky. It's not the best of conditions to test these out, but they're still generating about 70 to 75 watts of power into the battery here, recharging it. So that's actually very impressive in my opinion. These are really cool. They fold up into one little set with a carry handle and very compact. They come with a whole bunch of connections that allow you to connect it not just to this battery, but any style of lithium battery. They give you a bunch of different style connection points, so you should be able to connect it to any battery. And they have great reviews on Amazon. These solar panels have great reviews on Amazon. So again, this is an Allpowers S2000 battery. It's a 1500 watt hour battery, and these are 200 watt solar panels. And if you're interested, I'll leave a description below. You can also find them on my website as well. All right, another piece of gear I brought with me, guys, is this Zarges box, and that's Zarges. They are a German company, and they make these incredibly high quality storage boxes. This is an all aluminum construction, but it's extremely sturdy, extremely lightweight. On the top, they have these little pegs so that you can stack them, and they all kind of lock together, nice and sturdy. When you open the box up, they have these straps inside, really thick, well made. The box itself, you can just tell, is really sturdy. It's going to last. It's not going to bend or fold in. It has a rubber seam or gasket all the way around the perimeter to seal it. So I'm pretty doubtful dust or water is really going to have a chance to get in there very, very easily. On the front, they have an extremely well-made latches. These latches are just, you can tell it was a German company that made these, because this thing's built to last. And so if you're going to be serious about overlanding and you really think you want some high-quality storage boxes that will last literally probably a lifetime, this would be it. And they don't just have this size. This is kind of square and low to the ground. They have all sorts of sizes, narrow and tall, whatever you want. So check out their website, and I'll leave a link below. And yeah, I just really, really impressed with Zarges, and thank them for sending this to me. I'd seen them from a distance in other YouTube videos, but to see them up close, it's a very cool box. All right, guys, so Daniel and Tish just arrived with Belle, their lovely JK, and Greg's here. Everyone came basically at the same time. We're still waiting for Johnny.
Yep.
Greg just got a new Ursa Minor, just like the one that Daniel and Tish have.
Yep.
And it's you just purchased this a week or two ago?
2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
This is its inaugural, what would you call that, maiden voyage. First time on YouTube seeing it opened up here.
Nice.
It's so satisfying to watch a tent go up, right? and I'm actually pretty good at it. I mean,
Yeah, that took a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Daniel had a little issue with his first time opening that tent. Remember on the river?
No.
We had to cut a bolt.
The bolt, yes.
Right.
The bolt incident.
Yeah,
Yes.
the bolt incident.
Even I remember that,
Yeah.
watching that.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice, man.
There it is.
Nice. Yeah, very cool. It's got interior lighting set up, right?
Yeah, it does. So I haven't wired that yet.
Okay.
Because I installed it myself in my garage, which was pretty
Right.
interesting. And then the real trick was being able to get it out of my garage, and I had an eighth of an inch clearance.
I just have to air down.
I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Air down.
That's funny, man.
was
That's
bad.
great.
Yeah.
Well, you'll enjoy it, man. They're nice. They're very nice. So that's cool. And the thing is the weight savings, you know? Like my tent's super heavy. So that's really cool. Really cool. Love it. All right. Johnny arrived not long after everyone else. We gathered around a warm campfire, and you would think both old friends and new friends had known each other for a lifetime. We talked for a good while and then made our way to bed as we had an early start towards Death Valley in the morning. All right, guys, we're almost ready to go here. Everyone's pretty much packed up. We got all our rigs ready to go. Put up some drones as we leave. It looks like a beautiful day today. The Trona Pinnacles vary in age from 10,000 to 100,000 years old and consist of a calcium carbonate formation known as tufa. These were formed beneath an ancient lake from calcium-rich groundwater bubbling up from underground hot springs, which then combined with alkaline lake water. On our way, we made a quick stop at the National Park sign in Panamint Valley. Our first stop would be Badwater Basin, located at 282 feet below sea level, and which was filled with water due to unusually high winter season rains. What do you think, Greg?
This is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but there's a marker up there on the mountain
Yes.
that I think is the sea level.
Yeah.
That 200 and
Yeah,
whatever.
282 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's
To think we're that far below sea level is pretty amazing. So
Yeah, let's
here
just-
we're going to head north up to Ubehebe and hopefully find a camp spot for tonight.
Yeah,
So that's
buddy.
really our next goal. On our way north, we did a quick side trip through Artist Drive, which is a 9-mile loop road off the main road to Badwater Basin. On this drive, you get a sense of the incredible landscape Death Valley has to offer. After this, we did a quick gas stop in Furnace Springs before heading north. Our plan was to find a dispersed campsite near Ubehebe Crater, which ultimately did not work out. So we made a decision to check out the crater in late afternoon before heading towards Tea Kettle Junction.
Yeah, looks like a dirt road. Talk to the ranger. That's a great idea.
Is it all open all the way down to Tea Kettle?
I'm sorry?
It's open all the way down to Tea Kettle?
It is.
What
Hey,
about...
Mike, make sure you let her know how much we appreciate our park rangers.
That's
Okay,
it.
Monster Cat.
But Lippincott is open, but it's closed at Ceiling Valley. Is that correct?
It's administratively closed. It's basically it's closed on a map because we have to have it closed in order to get funding to fix it.
You think we can make it through? Or
You can. Yeah. No, South Pass, no.
Back to the highway can't.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Don't have to.
No. So if you wanted to go, if you want to come back here,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to come back the way you came in.
Yeah. So
Because Hunter Mountain, snowy, the road's gone,
Yeah.
hasn't been fixed. South Pass, completely
unbuildable. Okay.
unpassable.
So we can't
because-
get back to
because of the
190 going this way and then make
No,
a left.
you'd have to come back out.
Yeah.
North Pass, same thing, same situation with the snow.
That's what we figured. Hey,
Yeah.
We confirmed with the park ranger what we already suspected from the park website. Taking Lippincott Road at the south end of our trip to get back to the highway would not be possible due to the closure of South Pass, and we would be forced to come out the way we came in. Just past the ranger, we pulled off the trail to air down our tires and proceeded to try and make it to a campsite near Tea Kettle Junction before dark. We are on what is known as Racetrack Valley Road, which does not have many camping options for a distance of 20 miles until you reach the Tea Kettle Junction area.
So we're not really going to be backtracking, right? Because we're going to keep going down this road that leads here.
No, I don't think so, unless you see a looping road out of here. Looks like this guy's grabbing this spot.
Enjoy. Yeah, have a good time.
Give them a wave, they're waving at us.
Take care, guys. It's fun listening to you guys for a while. Thanks for the intel. Woohoo! Hopefully you didn't take the Toyota joke personal. Our buddy's got a Tacoma behind us, too. I didn't even hear it. Johnny Tonga Outdoors on YouTube. 395 Junkie. Very old newbie.
Fly Fisher 530. Oh yeah, that's right. Looks like it'll put us in a maybe wind protected area. This might be the spot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, this dead end's at a really nice spot, Johnny.
Sweet.
All right, so we found our camp spot for the night, guys. And so we're just posting up here right off this little spur road. And we are tucked in out of the wind, which is awesome. After getting to camp, both Johnny and I have some pretty unique ways of dealing with dust and mud on our vehicles. Johnny has a very compact and awesome electric blower he uses to blow the dust off his rig and himself. And for wet mud on my door handles and windshield, I use my DIY water system. All right, guys, well, it's been a long day coming all the way from the Trona Pinnacles to here today. Man, we've traveled some distance. First, we went to Badwater Basin, took this drive along Artist Drive, beautiful colors in the rocks within Death Valley, and then headed north, trying to find a camp spot near Ubehebe Crater, and it just wasn't going to happen. There was nothing available. We didn't want to stay at a designated campground if at all possible, so we kept moving past Ubehebe Crater, and now we're continued south along the Racetrack Playa. And so we ended up near Tea Kettle. We have a spot that's near Tea Kettle Junction, and found a great spot out of the wind. Some of the other spots we stopped and looked at were just crazy for wind. So this looks like a much better situation. Greg's over here. You can see Mr. Trail Newbie, and then Daniel, Tish, and Johnny are over here to my right. And yeah, so we're obviously our rigs are pretty muddy coming in. The roads in some spots had a lot of water on them, but man, I'm just glad we found a decent spot out of the wind tonight. And then we have to figure out tomorrow what we were going to do, because really this was going to be our second night camping spot was down in this area. So we'll have a chat around the campfire tonight, figure out what we're going to do for tomorrow. But obviously we'll have plenty of time. We'll stop at Tea Kettle, officially put a tea kettle out there with our stickers on them. And then, which is kind of a tradition if you don't know. And then from there, probably go back up Racetrack Playa and look at the rocks that move in the ground. So hopefully we can find those. And then from there, figure out where we're going to go. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll show you what we're doing next. We were lucky to arrive at camp before dark and get things set up while it was still light out. Daniel did the cooking this evening, and as usual, it was a feast for everyone to enjoy.
So what we're doing carne asada tacos. Nothing special. We got a little taco bar set up here with tomatoes, cilantro, onions, lime, cotija cheese, guacamole, habanero salsa, some chips, and we'll warm the tortillas up on this scuttle here while the carne asada cooks here. It's really cold out here, so all these guys and gal need to be ready to go as soon as I say it's ready.
Oh yeah,
We're ready some time, so we're gonna sit back, shoot the shit, drink a beer, and we'll catch up with you guys right before we're finished so we can let you know how it tastes.
Okay guys, check out these tacos Daniel just made. Freaking awesome looking. The meat looks awesome. Toppings. You can't get any better than that. Right by a nice warm campfire tonight. Daniel's just cooking it up. Gonna have a great meal here tonight.
This was straight up 1997. I was like a junior.
After dinner, we were treated to karaoke night courtesy of Greg and Tish, with Daniel as the DJ. We stayed up much later than we probably should have, but we had a blast. Stay tuned for part 2 of this adventure, where we check out Tea Kettle Junction, the mystical rocks at Racetrack Playa, encounter some trail obstacles, and travel to a secret mine site hidden deep within a canyon with an unusual ghost story. Please give all of these channels a follow if you're not doing so already, and as always, hope to see you on the trail someday.